chance that Aaron does make it. And I think that's because you have to look at everything involved, right?
Thank you, Kate Christensen, who is like so awesome. Sports commentator for NBC Sports California. Does the Kings games. They're right there on Sacktown Sports 1140. Katie Christensen, if you're listening, huge fan. You're not listening though. I mean, come on. Why would Katie Christensen be listening to the Learn with John Eick podcast? Hi, and thanks for tuning in. This is the Learn with John Eick podcast, and it's day, what? I just realized, it's 101 Dalmatian day on my 180-day drive to school. We have a first grade teacher in our organization who dresses up today as a Dalmatian, because everybody else celebrates the 100th day of school, but not old. Not I almost called her old. She's super young. But not Ms. Harold Jones, man. She throws it down for the 101st day. I love that, man. I love curriculum es todo. Is a professor at Sac State in the doctorate program who talks about that. Curriculum es todo. I mean, curriculum is everything. And what he's not saying is that curriculum is the end-all, be-all as we experience curriculum in the curriculum adoption cycles. Curriculum is everything, that everything actually is curriculum, that the teacher is curriculum, that the books are curriculum, that the writings on the walls are curriculum, and the things you scribble on the chalkboard, I almost say chalkboard, but it's really the whiteboard because no one has a chalkboard anymore. The things you scribble up on the board are curriculum. Curriculum is todo. And we have to be very cognizant of how we curate our curriculum. We have to be aware that it's so funny that the 101st day makes me think of that because because Ms. Harold Jones is totally part of the curriculum. She dresses up for everything. If it's National Fruit Pineapple Watermelon Day, she has like fruit pineapple watermelon earrings. She's awesome. But how does that address the standards? Well, I'm sure you could do it because I'm creative. I can make anything into a standard. But in reality, right, there is that part of like connecting our students to the global world, saying that there's things larger than these four walls of this classroom, and like, let me help you connect to that through me. And then that speaks to so the teacher then is part of the curriculum. So, making sure that our teachers are trying to, analyze how they present themselves to the diversity of our organizations is incredibly important, right? And teachers are so aware of that. They're so cognizant of that. They think about that, especially in a diverse community like the one that I serve in. Like, people think about hey, I present in a particular way. My children represent different cultures, different linguistic backgrounds, different socioeconomic backgrounds. How do I, as a piece of the curriculum, maybe represent dominant culture, but make sure that the rest of the curriculum in the room brings in non-dominant culture, right? So if if you look in the video, it's pretty clear. Like, I present as a white male, and I get, that's part of what I bring to the classroom as a teacher or bring to an organization as a leader. Check. However, if I know that about myself, I can check my own, identity and be like, cool, I see what I bring to the room. Then what do I not bring to the room? Okay, well, then that's what else I should bring to the room, right? So, curriculum is todo. If I'm part of the curriculum, cool, I'm a value add to the room, but what are the assets of me that aren't going to be, mirrors for the identity of our students? Let me bring those pieces in, right? So whether that's guest speakers or, the images that I use on my slides, the posters on my walls, the books on my shelves, the type of curriculum that we utilize, even the names that I use in the word problems that I put together. While somebody would say that seems trivial, the person who says that trivial is probably a person who feels well represented in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? It's not trivial. Every child should walk away from school and be like, man, the curriculum in this organization represents me. I feel seen and heard and a part of this curriculum. And the kid's never going to say that, let's be honest, because, the kids don't talk like that. But if we recognize that curriculum is todo, that curriculum is everything, that everything is curriculum, that the way I appear and what I bring to the room with me, all of it, the way the way we craft the educational experience, if that is all part of curriculum, then the curriculum, making students feel seen and heard is critical. And so we're purposeful about that. Reminds me of the Dr. Ramona Bishop's article, Mirrors, Windows, and Sliding Doors. Have I ever talked about that? Not to do a whole podcast on that. Go read Ramona Bishop's article. It's super short, like 2 pages. Mirrors, windows, and sliding door, that every piece of curriculum in my classroom is either a mirror where I hold it up and I validate the identity of a student in my classroom, or it's a window by which my students can see through this piece of curriculum into the worldview of someone unlike themselves, or a sliding door that opens up a potential future for our children to walk through and into. Each piece of curriculum does that. And so you look around, you do like an inventory in your classroom, and you go, hey, who's in my classroom? And is there at least one mirror in the curriculum for every child, and hopefully multiple? So like, hey, you got a student who's a refugee from the Ukraine. Maybe you don't have a book representing the experience of a Ukrainian, but maybe you have a book experiencing the representing the experience of a refugee. It's really an interesting premise to look at Ramona Bishop's article and then do an inventory of your own room or your own school and say, hey man, are we offering mirrors to every child? And those mirrors for the non-dominant group children are windows for the dominant group. So it is a win-win when we take a look at our curriculum through that lens. Oh my gosh, what a riff. I was literally just gonna say it's the 101st day of my 180-day drive. Then I got down the rabbit hole of the Dalmatian. I gotta go to school. I'm here at the high school. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. I really enjoy our conversation. Thanks for listening. My name is John Eick. You can find me on Twitter at John_Eick. Right as I was saying this yesterday, my phone died, so it just cut off. But I'll catch you next time.